Hello, everybody. This is your friend Edgar Fernandez, the founder of Sufficient Limited and the creator of the Experiential Knowledge Solutions. So, the topic of today actually is going to be very short. Um, it's something that has been published at the magazine called Tabs and Tablets and Capsules. And this article actually is really excellent. It was written by Anthony Grainer, and it's technology transfer. And actually he described how the technology transfer documentation needs to be, and then the most important it's the goal of the technology transfer documentation. What is used for, and actually he describes 4 steps on the technology transfer that they need to take in place, and I totally agree. And I think is the reason why many times the FDA, according to the report that I post and actually was published by the CGMP trends, the top 10 by GMP violations, and I think this is something really excellent. So the first documentation steps for the tech transfer is tech transfer charter and proposal. The second one is the tech transfer package, and I want to focus on the third one actually is the gap analysis and risk assessment. This is really important, and many times I'm seeing that the tech transfer documentation they don't have this step at all. And it's important for both areas, for quality assurance and for safety. So why for those two? Because they're gonna allow it on during the development of the medication from the R&D lab to the commercial scale. They're gonna allow you to identify the hazards and risks that you're gonna face in safety and in quality as well, and that's going to allow you to predict changes actually in the future as well, and you can control. So therefore you can go on the side of the PA instead of the CA, be more preventive, and have a list of the possible events that you can face during the manufacturing product. So having this step, actually, the gap analysis and the risk assessment, is something that you really, according to this article, is going to help you to avoid any reduce the CGMP violations, or at least you can have minor violations instead of major ones, and then get forms 483s. Also, you need to have a tech transfer plan. So how you're gonna transfer that manufacturing that new medication that new medication actually, of the new API, sorry, from the lab to the to the commercial scale, to the manufacturing side. Sorry, guys. So really it's really important to have the third step and the fourth one. And for the safety, obviously you're gonna prevent a lot of incidents as well. How actually this article also touches something that I like it a lot is the story actually, or they called understanding your processing safety and sharing experiences as well. So when you make the transfer tech documentation, you need to be able to collect all the history, change controls, for example, or management of change as well, to really have a very robust tech transfer package. This tech transfer package, actually, the tech transfer documentation is something equivalent in safety that I call the mechanical integrity manual. In other words, it's going to be the living story of your process, and that's very important to have it handy and updated, because that's going to allow you to identify risk or do changes as well, and also needs to be updated every time that you make a change, and that is going to allow you to have the history, like I said, and all the information handy to predict those changes in the future. So this documentation needs to be used every time that you're going to conduct for example, a process hazard analysis, a quality hazard analysis as well, and it's going to actually, it's part of the regulation, part of the FDA or Health Canada. But really, you need to have a very robust system, very robust documentation on this step. Hopefully this comment helps you. I'm gonna put the link to, you can read all the article. It's really really good and gonna help you, and I think it's gonna help you to reduce the CGMP violations. Thank you very much. Have an excellent day. Bye.